Have you ever felt that something is missing in your life? Do you ever wake up and wonder if you are truly happy? Sometimes we choose a safe life because we are afraid of change. But deep inside, a small voice is waiting to be heard. Today, we are going to listen to a story about a woman named Lena. Through her journey, you will naturally learn how to use English tenses. You will hear the present, the past, and the perfect tenses working together. This story is not just a lesson. It is an experience. Listen carefully to every word. Welcome to English Practice PB. I am your teacher, and I am so glad you are here. If you want to improve your English every day, please subscribe to our channel and join our community. Now, let's begin our story. Imagine a small town by the sea. The water is blue and the sand is golden. In this town lives a woman named Lena. Every morning, Lena wakes up early. She puts on her shoes and walks to the shore. She watches the sun rise over the ocean. The air is cool and smells of salt. This is her favorite time of the day. She likes the silence. She likes the sound of the waves. It helps her feel ready for the day ahead. Lena is a kind person. She works at a small, cozy cafe near the water. Many people visit the cafe every day. Lena knows almost everyone. She makes the best coffee in town. She serves warm bread and talks to the customers. She always has a gentle smile for them. For many years, she has lived this way. She has met travelers from all over the world. She has listened to their adventures and their secrets. To everyone else, Lena's life looks perfect. It looks peaceful. But lately, Lena has started to feel a strange sensation. Something deep inside her is changing. Recently, she has been thinking about her old life. She has started to remember things from a long time ago. These memories are coming back to her like the tide. 10 years ago, Lena was a different person. She lived in a giant city. The city was always loud. It was full of tall buildings and fast cars. At that time, she worked in a very busy office. Her life was full of stress. She had worked long hours every single day. She had believed that success was the most important thing. Before she found this seaside town, she had spent her nights thinking about work. She had skipped her meals. She had ignored her health. She had been successful in her job, but she had been very lonely. She had already started to feel empty inside, but she did not know why. One specific evening in the city changed everything. Lena was walking home after a very long day. The streets were crowded with people. Everyone was in a hurry. The lights were flashing and the noise was everywhere. Suddenly, she stopped walking. She looked at the people around her. She looked at the gray buildings. In that moment, she felt a heavy weight in her heart. She realized that she was not happy. She realized she had been living a life that was not hers. That night, she could not sleep. She lay in her bed and looked at the ceiling. She thought about her choices. She had tried to be what everyone else wanted, but she had forgotten what she wanted. The very next morning, she made a big decision. She quit her job. She gave away most of her things. She packed a small bag and moved to the coast. At first, her new life was difficult. She had no friends in the town. She did not have a plan for the future. But slowly, she found peace. She found the cafe. The owner was an old man who needed help. He hired her immediately. She started to enjoy the simple things. She learned how to listen to the ocean. Over the years, she has built a very quiet life. She has learned to appreciate the small moments. She loves the warmth of the sun on her face. She loves the way the birds sing in the afternoon. She has become a part of the town. But now, as she walks on the beach, she feels a new question growing in her mind. She asks herself, is this all there is? She still loves the sea. She still enjoys her job at the cafe, but she feels that she is waiting for something. She cannot explain what it is. One morning, the wind is stronger than usual. Lena is walking along the wet sand. She sees something near the rocks. It is a small wooden box. The box looks very old. It is covered in sand and seaweed. The waves have pushed it onto the shore. Lena feels a spark of curiosity. She walks closer and picks it up. The wood feels rough in her hands. It is heavy. She brushes away the sand and opens the lid. Inside the box, she finds a piece of paper. The paper is yellow and thin. It looks very fragile. She hesitates for a moment. Then she opens the letter. The writing is very elegant and clear. Dear stranger, the letter begins. Lena feels a shiver in her heart. She continues to read. If you are reading this, the ocean has brought my message to you. I have lived in this town for a lifetime. I have spent many hours watching the same waves you see now. I have asked the same questions you are asking today. Lena stops reading. She looks at the sea. It feels like the water is talking to her. She reads the next part. I once thought that peace was the only goal. I thought being safe was enough. But I was wrong. Peace without a dream can become a cage. I had a passion once. I wanted to paint the world, but I was afraid. I told myself I was too old. I told myself I was not good enough. I stayed in my comfort zone, and I let my dream die. Please, stranger, do not make my mistake. Lena takes a deep breath. Her hands are shaking. The letter says, life is not just about being safe. It is about growing. It is about becoming who you truly are. Be brave. Listen to your heart. Lena stands still for a long time. The sound of the ocean is loud in her ears. She feels like something inside her has broken open. She knows this letter is a sign. She does not know who wrote it, but she knows the words are true. She folds the letter and puts it back in the box, but she does not leave the box on the beach. She carries it with her as she walks back to the town. As she walks, she thinks about her old dreams. Before she moved to the sea, she had wanted to be a writer. She had loved telling stories. She had notebooks full of ideas. But she had stopped writing when she moved. She had thought she didn't need it anymore. She had chosen a quiet life instead of a creative one. Now, she realizes that she has been hiding. When she enters the cafe, her friend Daniel is there. Daniel is a kind man who works with her. He looks at Lena and stops. Lena, are you okay? He asks. You look like you have seen a ghost. Lena looks at the wooden box in her hand. I'm not okay, Daniel, she says softly. I am better than okay. I am finally waking up. Daniel nods slowly. He doesn't ask more questions. He knows Lena is going through something important. The rest of the day is busy. Lena makes coffee and serves food, but her mind is far away. She is thinking about words and stories. She is thinking about the empty pages in her old notebooks. She realizes that she has been waiting for permission to dream again, and the letter has given her that permission. That evening, she does not go for a walk. Instead, she goes to her small apartment. She finds an old box under her bed. Inside are her old notebooks. They are covered in dust. She sits at her table and opens a notebook. The pages are blank. She picks up a pen. Her hand trembles. She is nervous, but she is also excited. She begins to write. She writes about the sea. She writes about the city. She writes about the woman she used to be and the woman she is becoming. Hours go by. The sun sets and the moon rises. Lena does not stop. For the first time in 10 years, she feels truly alive. She is not just surviving. She is creating. The next day, Lena returns to the beach. She stands where she found the box. The sun is warm on her back. She looks out at the horizon. She does not have a perfect plan. She does not know if her stories will be good. But she knows one thing for sure. She is going to try. She is going to be brave. Thank you so much for listening to Lena's story. I hope it inspired you. Remember, learning English is also a journey. It takes time and it takes courage. But every day, you are getting better. You are growing. You are becoming a better version of yourself. If you enjoyed this lesson, please give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to share it with your friends who are also learning English. Thank you for being a part of English Practice PB. I will see you in the next lesson. Keep practicing, keep dreaming, and stay brave. Goodbye for now.